If you only find 30 to 60% of contact data for your leads, which around 99% of agencies actually do, I have good news for you, because in this video, I will show you the best and also most economical way to find contact data and find 80% or more. I've talked to over 100 leading outbound agencies in the last months, and the most common problem is that these agencies just don't find the right contact data, first of all, and if they find it, it's mostly low quality. And the problem here is that they do not only waste money on the leads that they scrape from Apollo, Sales Navigator, or bought from databases like Listkit, but they also miss out on, which is even the biggest problem here, on 40 to 70% of potential customers, right? Because if you only find 30 to 60% of contact data, then the 40 to 70% are just going missing. The big question, of course, now is how to go from something like this to something like that in a, first of all, convenient, but also in an economical way. And to achieve that, you can use a concept called waterfall enrichment. And what this concept basically is all about is combining a lot of different data sources and taking the most relevant ones like Rocket Reach, Apollo, Hunter, so the ones you're probably currently using. And you can do this yourself. You can buy a lot of different subscriptions, for example, to Rocket Reach, to Apollo, to Hunter, and then combine those in a workflow tool, for example, make.com or N8N. But the problem is that at some point the workflow becomes very fragile, and also the subscription costs to each of these providers skyrockets at some point. To access those high-priced data sources, for example, like Rocket Reach or Apollo, you need API keys, and these API keys often come only with an enterprise plan or agency plan, with start at a yearly commitment and at around $10,000. And the best thing about BetterContact is, as mentioned, no API keys needed. You also do not need to have a bouncer, because a bouncer, a verification tool like Million Verifier or Debounce, Never Bounce, is already integrated in the platform, and you're also only charged when an email or a phone number is really found. We have partnerships with all of those providers and also get bulk discounts. We're able to offer access to those data sources at a huge discount. And the best thing now is that you as an agency owner get even a bigger discount on top of that, because as mentioned, we've also been in the agency sphere, and we know at some point the amount of emails and phones that have to be found stack up, and that it can become quite costly. So you've understood the concept now of waterfall enrichment, but how does this work in practice? I'll quickly show you how it works in practice, but if you would like to have it explained by someone that you probably know way better than me, outbound legends Nick Abraham or Eric Novoslavsky, they both did a video about BetterContact, as they were also and are still actively using it. The first thing that you need to do is go to bettercontact.rocks. I will also put a link in the description where you get 50 free credits. You don't have to put a credit card whatsoever, and you can just give the platform a try. What you also can do is leveraging our API, so you can connect us via N8N or Zapier, make.com. And the fourth option is using us through Google Sheets. So we officially listed on the Google Marketplace, and if you're using Google Sheets, you can just download the extension and start using us. Then go back to the app and choose if you want to find email addresses only or also phone numbers, and then also if you want to verify catch-all. So what we did, we also implemented the first real-time accurate catch-all verification, and this allows you to mostly, but sometimes even more, increase your list size by around 20%. And this is how it would look like. Here you can see the email status and the email, and it says deliverable. This is a valid email, and the catch-alls have also been validated by our mentioned catch-all verification tool. And here a quick example where we transparently show which data sources have been requested. So Animal Finder, Nrow, and Nrow, for example, found an email, but it was qualified as undeliverable, so we request the next providers. And all of these found one, but they were undeliverable. And this goes on, as you can see, Apollo, Drop Contact, and in the end, Contact Out found an email after around 7 providers have been requested, and this one has been mentioned and also identified as deliverable. So this is the email that we provide you, and it's only 1 credit. So you might ask yourself now, how much does a credit cost? Normally they range between 4 to 5 cents depending on your volume, and we only charge credit when email is found and the verification is included. But as mentioned at the beginning of the video, we've also been in the outbound and agency sphere for quite a while, and this is why we decided to give agency discounts. The agency discounts already start at 5,000 credits a month, and this goes up to 20,000 credits a month, and from there on we can offer a customized package, and 15% currently for the 5K package and 30% for the 20K package. And in between we have the 10K package, which is at 20% discount. In practice, with the discounts, your per credit cost decreases from 45 cents to already 3.2 cents, and if you take the 20K package, for example, it's only 2.8 cents per credit. And if you go beyond that, we have also customized packages where it goes even further down the per credit cost. I definitely recommend you, if you want to give BetterContact a try, there's a 50 free credit trial link in the descriptions. And after you've experimented with BetterContact and also realized how much time and money it can save you, and on top of that also open up the stage to a lot of more potential customers, you can go to the BetterContact agency form, which is on the website, and submit your agency name and also the volume that you need, and we will send you a discount. Thanks a lot for watching. The link with the 50 free credits trial for BetterContact is in the description, and if you have any questions, feel free to write them in the YouTube comments or reach out to us on LinkedIn, or also on the website there is a small button where you can reach out to us and have a quick chat. Thanks.